Today, students, we are discussing about reactions of amines containing four reactions. Number one, alkylation, thereafter acylation, thereafter carbylamine test, thereafter reaction with nitrous acid. In this four reaction, we will take first one, alkylation. Alkylation of amine. Alkylation, you can say alkylation of amine. First of all, we will take amine, that is aliphatic amine or aromatic amine. First one, we take CH3, CH2, NH2. This is ethanamine. Ethanamine that reacts with ethyl chloride, CH3, CH2, Cl. Or in other words, CH3, CH2I, you can say. But we will take alkyl halide. So, amine reacts with alkyl halide and then form. Here H and Cl will be removed by heating. So, this ethyl group will attach toward this nitrogen. That is why CH3, CH2, NH, CH2, CH3 is obtained. This is my R2NH. This is R, this is R, this is NH. R2NH. That means this is my secondary amine. So, this is primary amine. Now it convert to secondary amine. Now, after excess proportion of ethyl chloride, CH3, CH2 and Cl. So these hydrogen containing nitrogen will be removed with chlorine. So HCl will be removed. That is why ethyl will be attached toward the nitrogen. So triethyl amine is obtained. You can say that CH2, CH3 over there. So we can say that this was my ethanamine. This was diethyl amine, or in IUPAC name, this is ethyl, which is on nitrogen. So N-ethyl, this was ethanamine. So ethanamine reacts with ethyl chloride and form an ethyl ethanamine. Now excess amount of ethyl chloride is used. Then this is ethyl which is on N. This is ethyl which is on N. And this was ethanamine. N and diethyl ethanamine is obtained. N and diethyl ethanamine is obtained. So this is primary amine, 1 degree amine. Now it converts to secondary amine. Now what is the common name of the substance? The common name will be diethyl amine. Diethyl amine. And here triethyl amine. Okay. So this is ethylamine. Now ethylamine reacts with ethyl chloride and forms diethylamine. Thereafter excess ethyl chloride is used. Then triethylamine is obtained. Now after obtaining this triethylamine, if CH3, CH2, Cl is added to this substance, this solution, then what will happen? Then 4 degree ammonium salt is obtained. This ethyl will attach toward the nitrogen. So CH3, CH2 4 times N, and it will contain plus charge outside of this NCl will be attached. So this is your 4-degree ammonium salt. I will write 4-degree ammonium salt. Okay, so in this reaction, alkyl group is attached with the nitrogen of amine compounds. That is why this reaction is known as alkylation of amine. If here acyl group will be attached, then it will be called acylation of these amine compounds. But here alkyl is attached, that is why this is alkylation. Now we will take aromatic compound of amine, so will be named as aniline. This is aniline, but the IUPAC name will be benzeneamine. I will take benzeneamine when reacts with methyl iodide. So what will form? Hydrogen iodide will be removed and this methyl will be attacked. So we can say that this is NHCH2. Now benzeneamine reacts with methyl iodide, then HI will be removed and methyl will be going inside to this nitrogen. That is why N-methyl benzeneamine. This structure will be benzeneamine. So we can say that N-methyl benzeneamine and methyl aniline is obtained. And methyl benzeneamine. Thereafter, methyl iodide is to be taken. Then what will happen? The hydrogen containing nitrogen will be removed with iodide. So HI will be removed and this methyl will be going inside. That is why NN dimethyl aniline will be obtained. This is NN dimethyl aniline or NN dimethyl benzeneamine. Benzeneamine. Thereafter methyl iodide will be excess in amount. So these methyl will be going toward nitrogen and mix 4-degree ammonium salt. So it will plus and remaining part will be iodide, which is attached with this compound. That is why it is salt, 4-degree ammonium salt. So we can say that when aniline reacts with methyl iodide and forms N-methyl aniline, but excess proportion of methyl iodide is used, then NN dimethyl aniline. Thereafter 4-degree ammonium iodide salt will be obtained. In both these reactions, what we have done? In both these reactions, the alkyl group of the alkyl halide will be attached with the nitrogen. That is why this reaction is known as alkylation of amines. Okay. Now student, we are moving for acylation. Here you are given aliphatic and aromatic, both the amines, and we have to add acyl group. That is why the reaction will be known as acylation. Okay, so acylation of amine. Let me discuss. Okay, first you are given ethaneamine, that means ethylamine. When ethylamine reacts with acetyl chloride. Acetyl chloride, or in other words ethanoyl chloride, in presence of pyridine. This is strong base. Now ethylamine reacts with acetyl chloride, or in other words ethanoyl chloride, in presence of strong base like pyridine. Then what will form? Then H and Cl will be removed. That is why HCl is removed, and this acyl group will attach toward the nitrogen. So this carbonyl group, which is attached with nitrogen very first and thereafter methyl. So CH3, CH2, CO, this is CO, and thereafter NH. This will be NH, NH and thereafter CO, right? And thereafter methyl. So we can say that here what we have done, when ethanamine reacts with ethanoyl chloride in presence of pyridine, then HCl will be removed and this acyl group will be attached with the nitrogen. So this COCH3 will be added like this. That is why the substance will be known as, now you can say, this ethyl is attached with the nitrogen. So an ethyl, this was ethanamide because this is amide group, CONH2 group, that is amide group. So this is ethanamide. And ethyl ethanamide is obtained. So ethanamide reacts with acetyl chloride in presence of pyridine. Then an ethyl ethanamide is obtained. Similarly, we are going 2-degree amine. This was my primary amine. So ethanamide. Right? Now CH3, CH2, NH, CH2, CH3. Okay? Here 2-degree amine. And ethyl ethanamine, or in other word diethyl amine. Common name is diethyl amine. This is common name. And IUPAC name will be N-ethyl ethanamine. N-ethyl ethanamine. When reacts with acetyl chloride in presence of strong base like pyridine, then what will happen? Then these hydrogen of amine, which is removed with chlorine, and then acyl group will be attached toward the nitrogen. So you can say that CH3, CH2 and thereafter CH2, CH3, and this was NCOCH3. This was my amide. This was completely amide. N is attached with nitrogen. N is attached with nitrogen. Ethyl is attached with nitrogen. Ethyl is attached with nitrogen. That is why N and diethyl. N and diethyl. This was ethanamide. Ethanamide. So we can say that when diethylamine reacts with acetyl chloride in presence of strong base like pyridine, then N and diethyl ethanamide is obtained. In both these reactions, what we have done? We have done like acyl group is added to the nitrogen. So hydrogen of amine compounds will be substituted by acetyl group. So this reaction is known as acetylation or acylation. Now we are moving further. Here we will take acetyl chloride but now we will take acetic anhydride. Acetic anhydride. So aromatic amine is to be taken, right? This is aniline. Aniline reacts with Ca3CO, COCH3. Now, what is the name of this compound? You can say this is ethanoic anhydride. This is ethanoic anhydride. When aniline reacts with ethanoic anhydride, or in other words, acetic anhydride in presence of pyridine, then what will form? Then H and these group. Now hydrogen will remove with these groups, so it will make acetic acid, CH3COO, and this is H. So these group will be attacked toward this nitrogen, so this compound is obtained, NHCOCH3. This is acetanilide. This is acetanilide. Now here, what is the IUPAC name? Now phenyl is attached with the nitrogen. So N-phenyl ethanamide will be named. N-phenyl. This phenyl is on nitrogen. N-phenyl amine is obtained. This is aniline. Now aniline reacts with acetic anhydride in presence of pyridine. Then acetanilide is obtained and phenyl ethanamide is obtained. This reaction also known as acylation, because here acyl group is attached with the nitrogen. That is why this reaction is known as acylation. Now thereafter we are going similarly like benzoylation. Benzoyl group should be attached. Here methylamine is to be taken, CH3NH2. Now reacts with benzoyl chloride like C6H5COCl. When methanamine reacts with benzoyl chloride in presence of, as you know that this is pyridine. When methanamine reacts with benzoyl chloride, this was acetic anhydride but contained acyl group. This was acetyl chloride but contained acyl group. This was acetyl chloride but contained acyl group. This is benzene plus CO. Benzoyl group is there, so the reaction will be known as benzoylation. So here hydrogen and Cl will be removed, HCl, and thereafter these benzoyl group will be attached on nitrogen. So CH3 and COC6H5. Now hydrogen is also there, that is why we are taking hydrogen, right? Now CO will be like this. So this is amide, benzene amide. Now you can put methyl on nitrogen, so N-methyl benzamide. This was N-methyl. Methyl was on nitrogen. N-methyl, this was benzamide. So we can say that methane. Now all these reaction, in all these reaction, acyl group is attached with nitrogen. That is why the reaction will be known as acylation. By repeatedly we are going, ethanamine is converted to N-ethyl ethanamide by using acetyl chloride and pyridine. N-ethyl ethanamine, or in other word, diethylamine is converted into N diethylethylamine. Now here, aniline is converted to acetanilide by using acetic anhydride, and thereafter methanamine is converted to N-methyl benzamide. All these reaction will be known as acylation because acyl group is attached with the nitrogen of amine. That is why the reaction will be known as acylation. Okay. Now, third one reaction we will take carbine amine reaction. First we have taken alkylation, thereafter acylation, and now we are moving for carbine amine test or carbine amine reaction. When primary amine reacts with the mixture of chloroform and alcoholic KOH, then poisonous and foul-smelling substance like isocyanate is obtained. The reaction is known as carbide amine test. We will discuss here NH2, that is your primary amine, reacts with the mixture of CHCl3, which is known as chloroform, or in other words trichloromethane. The reaction primary amine reacts with the mixture of chloroform and alcoholic KOH. Alcoholic KOH or alcoholic NaOH, you can say. This should be alcoholic. Now primary amine reacts with the mixture of chloroform and alcoholic KOH, then 3K and 3Cl will be removed on heating. 3KCl will be removed. Thereafter these hydrogen, 2 hydrogen, 1 hydrogen, 3 hydrogen, 3 hydrogen will goes with 3 hydroxide. So 3 water molecule will be also obtained, right? So now what will remaining part of this substance? Now only N and only C, which is attached and form R and C. These are plus and these are minus. This is poisonous and foul-smelling substance. So this reaction, this is my primary amine. Now primary amine, it should be aliphatic or aromatic. Aliphatic or aromatic primary amine reacts with the mixture of chloroform and alcoholic KOH, then poisonous and foul-smelling substance isocyanate is obtained. The reaction is known as carbylamine test. Now these reaction, only primary amines are given. Secondary and tertiary amine does not give this test. So we can put one example of aliphatic amine and one example of aromatic amine. Okay, here CH3, CH2, NH2 reacts with the mixture of chloroform and KOH. If you are not using KOH, then you should have sodium hydroxide. This is potassium hydroxide. In place of this KOH, you can put NaOH also. So, ethanamine reacts with the mixture of chloroform and alcoholic KOH. Then these 3K, these 3Cl will remove and forms KCl. These 2 hydrogen, 1 hydrogen, that means 3 hydrogen reacts with 3 hydroxide ion, that means form 3 water molecules. So what will be remaining part? Only and only C is remaining, that is why CH3, CH2 and C. But whenever you are putting NC, you have to write in this manner: ethyl isocyanide, ethyl isocyanide, ethyl isocyanide. Here isocyanide you can put only isocyanide. If here CN, then it will be called cyanide. But first one is nitrogen and thereafter carbon. That is why we can say that this is isocyanide substance, which are having poisonous and foul smelling substance. Poisonous, foul smelling substance. So ethanamine reacts with the mixture of chloroform and KOH, then forms ethyl isocyanide. This is poisonous and foul smelling substance. Only primary amine, ethanamine, gives this taste. But whenever we are talking about CH3, CH2, NH and thereafter CH2, CH3, this is your secondary amine. Secondary amine does not give this taste. Even we can write over here trimethylamine, diethylamine, trimethylamine does not give this taste. Okay, we can put over here N-dimethylethanamine, which should not be give this taste. Now here aliphatic. Now we are moving on aromatic. Here aniline is given. Aniline reacts with the mixture of chloroform and alcoholic. When aniline reacts with the mixture of chloroform and alcoholic KOH, then 3K, 3Cl will be removed, 3H, 3OH will be also removed, and C will be going toward nitrogen. That is why phenyl isocyanide. This is phenyl isocyanide. Substance is obtained. This is also poisonous and foul smelling substance. Aniline reacts with the mixture of chloroform and alcoholic KOH, then poisonous and foul smelling substance phenyl isocyanide is obtained. This reaction is known as carbylamine reaction, carbylamine taste. Only primary amine, which would be aliphatic or aromatic, which gives this taste, but secondary and tertiary amine does not give this taste. If you are taking N-methyl aniline, or in other word N-dimethyl aniline, both substance does not give this taste, because this is my 2 degree amine, this is my 3 degree amine. So only primary amine give this taste. 1 degree amine, 1 degree amine give this taste, but 2 degree amine and 3 degree amine does not give this taste. So here what is the reaction we will repeatedly discuss. primary amine reacts with the mixture of chloroform and alcoholic KOH, then 3 KCl, 3 water molecule are removed and isocyanide substance which is poisonous and foul smelling substance is obtained. So by reaction with chloroform and alcoholic KOH, we can convert primary amine to isocyanide substance. This reaction is known as carbylamine test. Primary amines are given this state, but secondary and tertiary amine does not give this test. Okay. Students, now we are moving with fourth reaction, reaction with nitrous acid. Here we have done alkylation, acylation, carbylamine reaction, and thereafter fourth reaction naming as with nitrous acid. HNO2. Reaction of amines with nitrous acid. Here, first we will take example of aliphatic amine and thereafter aromatic amine. Now here, as aliphatic amine, we will take ethanamine. When ethanamine reacts with nitrous acid. Now nitrous acid is nothing but the mixture of NaNO2 and HCl. When ethanamine, when primary amine reacts with HNO2, naming nitrous acid, in other words, the mixture of sodium nitrite and hydrochloric acid, then what will form? We will see. Here, first of all, these two hydrogen, 4 hydrogen reacts with 2 oxygen, then forms 2 water, 2 molecules of water. Thereafter, now what will happen? 1 sodium, 1 chlorine will remove, NaCl will be removed. So what is remaining part? And other Cl. So CH3, CH2 and 2Cl is obtained. Here ethanamine reacts with nitrous acid, naming sodium nitrite and hydrochloric acid, the mixture of sodium nitrite and hydrochloric acid. Then what will form? Ethyl diazonium chloride. This is my diazonium salt. Ethyl diazonium chloride is obtained. Now after getting this diazonium salt, reaction with water, so hydrogen is removed with chlorine, that means HCl is removed, and thereafter this N2 gas will be also removed. That is why only OH, because H2O contains H and OH. This H will be removed with Cl and this N2 will be removed. That is why only OH, which is attached toward this ethyl. So ethanol is formed. So we can say that by this reaction we made alcohol. So aliphatic amine reacts with nitrous acid, then form diazonium salt, and after reaction with water they form alcohol. This was primary amine. Now primary amine is converted to alcohol by using nitrous acid and water. So this was talking about alkane amine. Now we are moving for aromatic amine, naming benzene amine. Here NH2 is upper part of the benzene, that is why this is benzene amine, or in other word aniline. Aniline reacts with similarly nitrous acid, but NaNO2 plus 2HCl, and the temperature should be maintained by 273 Kelvin to 278 Kelvin. The reaction which would be on the measurement of temperature 273 to 278 Kelvin. So aniline reacts with the mixture of NaNO2 and HCl, and the maintained temperature 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, or in other words 273 Kelvin to 278 Kelvin temperature. Then what will form? Here two hydrogen reacts with 2 oxygen and makes 2 water. Thereafter these N and this Cl will make N2Cl. The name of this compound will be benzene diazonium chloride. This is also benzene diazonium chloride. This was ethyl diazonium chloride. This is benzene diazonium chloride. Now, we can say aniline reacts with the mixture of NaNO2 and 2HCl in presence of temperature 273 to 278 Kelvin, then forms benzene diazonium chloride. That means benzene diazonium chloride salt. Now, this is unstable, and that is why it can be reacts with variety of substance and makes variety of organic compounds. Variety of organic compounds. So, if benzene diazonium chloride is established, is made, then you can make nitrobenzene, you can make chlorobenzene, bromobenzene, iodobenzene, in other word benzene, in other word phenol, like orange dye, yellow dye, phenylhydrazine. So we can say that this substance reacts with other organic compounds and make variety of organic compounds like benzene, like nitrobenzene, chlorobenzene, fluorobenzene, bromobenzene, and variety of dyes like orange dye, para-hydroxyazobenzene, para-aminoazobenzene. So we can say that when aniline reacts with the mixture of sodium nitrite and hydrochloric acid in the temperature of 273 to 278 Kelvin, by maintaining this temperature, we can form diazonium salt. After making this diazonium salt, it will be converted to variety of organic compounds. Now we can say that when alkane amine reacts with nitrous acid and they form alcohol, but aniline reacts with nitrous acid and forms variety of organic compounds. Here the reaction will taking part in 273 to 278. That is why this reaction is known as diazotization. This is the name of diazotization. Because here you have given temperature 273 to 278, but this reaction is not known as diazotization. So we have done primary amine, the reaction of primary amine, but secondary amine and tertiary amine gives this test in different manner. Primary amine give this taste in this manner, but secondary and tertiary amine give this taste in different manner. Okay.